Hello, everybody. My name is Beatrice Gonzalez, and I am a spiritual investigator here to report the latest news of what the FBI knows. So let's get down to business and talk about it. So, the FBI knows that this corrupt political family who have been working with the Sinaloa cartels, street gangsters, third party groups, military families, are all a part of committing fraud in court. They take out fraudulent conservatorships, fraudulent power of attorney, fraudulent guardianships, lying on people's mental health in order for them to steal money from the targeted individual. The feds know how they work with rental properties that have hidden surveillance, hidden audio. The feds know that they place trackers into your vehicle, and they also work with hackers to hack into your devices, your network, so that they can utilize the person that they target to sex traffic them, to exploit their children, to spy on them, to monitor them, to rewrite their history because they fabricate and create and make up a false narrative about the person who they target, meaning they use fraudulent documents in court to lie about the person's mental health, their physical health, by making the individual appear to have a mental health issue. They will say that you have psychological problems, either you're slow, you have ADHD, bipolar, you're delusional. They rewrite your history so that authority figures can co-sign on documents working with a corrupt lawyer who write contracts, illegal, but they make it legal, contracts to take control over your life and your children's life so that they can steal together. So these Masons and Eastern Stars that are in positions of power because they're judges, district attorneys, lawyers, law enforcement, doctors, psychiatrists have been working together to commit fraud, to steal from the American people. So see, this is the fraud that the United States, big law, is seeing exactly how they pull it all off together. They network together to steal from innocent families because this is what they do. So the FBI knows that all of the fraudulent money that these individuals have collected, that stolen money, has been moved to offshore accounts overseas. So they're hiding all of the money, the theft money that they had stolen from innocent families. Now they're moving it to overseas accounts because they know that they're guilty. They're guilty in working in partnership with one another to commit fraud. So they lie. They lie on your children. So see, this I wasn't the only one that was targeted. They did this with countless families. This is the way they were making their blood money. This is the way they have been generating their income. And that's why they're fast to move all of their money overseas because they know that they're guilty. They've all been caught out there. So This is why they are in a state of desperation to make certain people appear to look a certain way, because since now the corruption, the fraud, and all of the illegal activities that they were all committing together in court is now under a magnifying glass. Now the people who they have targeted and lied against with fraudulent documents, writing false narratives about the people who they had defrauded through their identity behind their back with illegal court proceedings, because the people, the American people, were not in court. They did all of this behind the person's back. So, because let's just say, for example, if they lied about your mental health status and said that you were delusional, or you're a drug addict, or you're an alcoholic, and they know, because they know what they did against you and it's not true, but they lied on all of these documents and they gave half truths to what they did. Now, because they have all been exposed, now they have to try and make that false narrative stick. So they put people into positions where they're in a controlled environment, and they tried to make the person uh paint a fraudulent picture of you, thinking that whatever they do is going to fit the picture to what they wrote about you. So they'll try and put you into positions that you will red rum yourself, lose your mind, so that you can fit the description to what they fraudulently said about you on the documents that they wrote up. That could never happen. That could never happen, because let me tell you something. I love myself. I am here to expose organized crime and all of the corruption and everything that you did to me and all of the innocent families. So you can't put me in any situation that you want to make fit so that you can cover your ass to all of the illegal things that you did behind my back and against all of the American people's back, because it won't work. So they now are in hot water because they know that they all lied. They all lied together in order to commit fraud against you and your family. And because now their images, they're embarrassed because they don't want the world to know all of the fraud, how they put it together, how they execute it together, how they work with doctors who lie on medical records, how they have authority figures that are co-signing documents utilized for court, who work together with corrupt lawyers to put fraudulent power of attorney over you and your children, fraudulent guardianships, fraudulent conservatorships over you and your family, because this is the way they've been stealing money. So they now know that they've all been caught out there, and all of the individuals that have participated with this illegal criminal activity against humanity, against the American people. So let me go back into my notes so that I could give you the rest. And see, this is one of the reasons why they never wanted for me to speak publicly about all of the corruption and all of the things that they were doing, because see, the picture, that the fraudulent false narrative that they had painted about me behind my back with illegal court proceedings. Now, they don't like it that I'm on a platform on YouTube exposing all of them because, see, exposing to what they did to me, they are also everything to what they did to others is also being exposed. All of the fraud money. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to do that for you, mommy. I'll do it. I'll do it. Because Marky can't do it.
I told you I was gonna.
Because my video, I got it. I got it. Uh huh. Because see, they lied. They said all kind of things that weren't true. And this wasn't only to what they had done to me. They did this to millions of American family. How they were all making illegal money where they had to have everybody on board to participate, to commit this crime against individuals in order to steal money from you. They lie about your mental health. They lie. This is the fraud. This is where all of the fraud is at. How they have been pulling it off together. How they have been lying about people's mental health in order to paint you as if you're in poor health, that you can't think for yourself. You can't care for yourself. You can't do anything for yourself. See, this is the way they paint people in fraudulent court documents so that they can portray you as if you're a hopeless individual and you can't do anything for yourself. So they work with corrupt lawyers who write up fraudulent guardianships, fraudulent conservatorships, fraudulent power of attorney so that they can steal. So they're stealing from the government because if they paint you as if you're in poor health and you can't care for yourself, you can't think for yourself, you can't do anything for yourself, then that lawyer who placed that fraudulent guardianship, that fraudulent conservatorship over the parents and the children and the family members, they're stealing from the government because technically that person is receiving SSI because that is government money that they're stealing together. And if they stole your inheritance behind your back, they have control of the inheritance money and any funds that you make. They are also stealing that money as well. So you see how these attorneys who are all on board with committing this fraud against the American people are all working together to steal from the innocent targeted family that they have been robbing, all of them together to make this blood money, because it's blood money. Because when people with PhDs and people in positions of power are all working together to commit this fraud, this is the biggest crime against humanity to do something like this. See, what happened with these individuals was that they had underestimated me. They thought that I was going to be an easy target to take down. They thought that they were going to be able to take me down because, see, they also placed a life insurance policy on me. And they thought that they were going to be able to get rid of me, but it didn't happen that way. If anything, they knew nothing about me. They didn't know how strong I am and how I am not afraid of none of them, because this is corruption. This is all illegal activity that the justice system has been pulling off, working with other individuals who they believe that because they're in positions of power, law enforcement, judges, district attorneys, doctors, all of these people are participants, criminals in our country that have been making blood money off of the people that they have been targeting. And this is why I said they had everything set up for the people who they target, because these are also pedophiles who target children in people's homes. They illegally surveillance you. They spy on you. They know everything about you and your family. So they use bits and pieces of information, and then they paint a fraudulent narrative about you so that they can target you behind your back and work with street gangsters, third party groups, military families who are all on board into targeting that innocent family. And not only do they target you so that they could utilize you in court to steal money from you, they also target your children, because when they monitor you, they're watching your children. The pedophiles who have target your children have sex trafficked your children through the justice system. And this is why they paint a fraudulent narrative about you so that they can take control of you, because they think that all of them, all working together in partnership, can overpower you with the information that they use, false information through altered documents, fabricated information that they put on you to paint you a certain way so that they can take control of you, your children, your family, and every aspect of your life. So, this is the fraud. This is how they do it. This is why every time I get on YouTube, I take photographs of everything that I type up. Everything. Because, see, there are upright government officials who sees exactly everything, how they have been pulling this fraud off together. And these are the criminals. These are the Masons, the Eastern Stars, people in positions of power who have abused their power to commit crimes against the American people, because they believe, because they have PhDs and they have titles and they network with each other, that they can pull this off. But think again, because your communities, your towns, your cities, your neighborhoods, it's all going to be raided. It's all going to be raided because, see, everything that you have been making up, fabricating together against innocent people, the entire government sees exactly what you've been doing to make your fraud money, your blood money. And now you're afraid. You're afraid because everybody sees you exactly for what you've been doing. See, the mask that you've been wearing, prancing around, fooling people. Oh, that mask has been ripped right off of your face, because now the ABC boys sees exactly what you've been doing. And that's why they watch me like the way that they do, because they know they've all been caught out there. See, The feds know that they're watching me from fake profiles. They all have their eyes glued on me because of the truth that I have been exposing to the whole entire world. And they don't like that. See, they can't take it. They can't take that I'm speaking the truth because it contradicts to everything that they said about me behind my back through illegal court proceedings that I was never there, that they did behind my back, how they fabricated everything, how they lied on me and my daughter, how they lied on information. You know that I don't need nobody to care for me. I'm very self sufficient. I'm very self reliant. I've always did everything for myself. I'm I have a very high self-esteem about me. Oh, I have self-love. But see, the picture that you had painted about me behind my back, you did it because you wanted to commit fraud in court to steal my inheritance, the money that my father had left to me. And you had an attorney work together with an authority figure who co signed documents so that you could steal the money. And that's why all of y'all right now are pissed off because you've been exposed for all of your illegal criminal activity. Because this wasn't only done to me, you did this to countless families behind their back. But see, because I've exposed everything that y'all did to me, now you don't have a way to back it up and to show why you did what you did. And that's why you're all in trouble. You know that you're in trouble. But that's your problem because I would never care for anybody who put me and my family in harm's way mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally. You put me and my entire family in harm's way. But you are not going to get away with what you did because, see, you know what you've been trying to do against me because you know that you're caught out there and there is no way out. There is nothing that you can do to get yourself out of the situation that you have placed yourself into because you created it. You all did it together. You know that you all worked together. You networked with everybody in order to paint a false picture of me and my daughter so that you could steal from me. You did it because you thought that you were going to be able to get rid of me. You thought that I was an easy target, and you thought that I was going to self destruct in this controlled environment where you have all of these people who work with you because this is organized crime. This is organized crime working with many groups of people to try and make me fit the fraudulent picture that you painted about me to make it come true. No, it could never work that way. You could never make me look the fraudulent picture that you painted in court about me behind my back, make it happen in reality. Why would I ever step into a fraudulent picture that you painted about me and make that come true? Because it can't, because I have self love, self respect. I am of high honor within myself because I am a woman who cares, loves, and has a high self esteem about me. So, no, you're going to have to find a way to get out of the situation that you all created together on your own because your tricks are not going to work with me. Don't you see that I am a very intelligent woman? I'm smart, intelligent, and you cannot trick, fool, or manipulate me or control me. I am very much intact mentally, physically, psychologically, emotionally. So, see, this is what they did not want for me to expose about everything that they've done to me, my daughter, and the rest of the American people. And that's why I said the Masons and the Eastern Stars are no longer running this country. They're no longer going to be in positions of power. Your power is over. See, upright government officials know exactly how you've manipulated the justice system and had weaponized it uh, to your advantage, how you have utilized it to make your fraudulent money. See, everything that you have done was for your own interest, for your own, you only looked out for yourself and the tribe of people who are all together on board with you. See, your power is gone. You are no longer going to be in control of this country. See, your power is being snatched right from you in every direction and in every location and in every place. See, uh, we're smarter than you. We're better chess players. And we know how you had dominated uh, different areas. And that power is no longer uh, going to be exercised by you. See, that power is being snatched from you, and you're not going to have control of the many things that you thought you were going to continue to control. And that is the justice system and in other areas. Because, see, upright government officials, upright FBI, CIA, DEA, Department of Justice, law enforcement, they're all on to all of y'all. They see the corruption. They see how you've been generating your income through illegal criminal activity with the drug cartels, the Sinaloa cartels, through street gangsters, through foreigners that you utilize to commit fraud with you in court. See, the FBI knows that you have been getting rid of all the documents with the names of the cartels that you had utilized in court. See, you're trying to clean up your tracks. You're trying to clean up the mess that you had created. But Big Law sees exactly everything that you've been doing and how you're moving money to overseas accounts from all of the fraud money that you had stolen from the countless American people. So you're no longer going to be in a position of power. Your days are over because that's how Big Law is riding you, and they have a right to, because this is organized crime. So let me go back into my notes because I have more information. Oops. So they also know that this group lie on people's mental health status in order to uh, place their people to co-sign documents so that they can steal money from you. So this is fraud with hospitals, with clinics. This is with healthcare providers breaking HIPAA laws. This is fraud. This is big time fraud. Social Security, lying on people's mental health records, and altering documents so that people can collect Social Security checks, disability checks, and if they attached a trust fund or an inheritance on you, that gives that authority figure to have power of attorney over you, a fraudulent guardianship, a fraudulent conservatorship, because the conservatorship is for the adult, the adult who they claim that can't care for themselves, that is in poor health. And the guardianship is for the child. So they have to prove all of the services that they have been providing to the child and to the adult. See, this group had lied so much about me behind my back, doing all of this together. They don't have proof to prove that they have been taking care of me, because I have been taking care of myself and my family. But they don't have proof to prove it. So this is why they're all in hot water, because they know that they have been lying. They don't have receipts to prove it. They don't have facts and evidence to show all of the fraud, because they lied together. So now they know that they're all in trouble, because they don't have backup proof to prove that they have been caring for me, because nobody has been caring for me, because I've been doing it all on my own. And they know that. And this is why they find me as a threat, because I'm dangerous to them, because I'm blowing up the spot. I'm blowing up the spot. And they know that each time I come out to the public to expose them, that big law is watching them, watching me, watching everything corrupt that they have been doing. Oh, they've been doing this for years, and they have been getting away with it, because the majority of the people who they have been targeting were individuals that fell into their trap. But see, it didn't happen with me, because I was able to see exactly everything that they all been doing. All of them are guilty of fraud, and they're guilty of all of the targeted individuals that they had committed fraud, taken them down because they red run them. They have been receiving life insurance money. They've been receiving money from wills. They have been receiving money from trust funds. They know that they're guilty, not only with what they did to me, but with the countless other families that they had did this to. So that's why I'm a big danger for them, because I keep opening my mouth and exposing everything illegal that they did to me. And they don't like that. But I'm not here to please you. I'm not here, and I don't care what you want. The truth is the truth, and the world is going to see exactly everything that you did to me and the countless millions of American people that you had violated, taken advantage of, taken out, and had sex trafficked their children to pedophiles, because that's exactly what you do. And that's what you've been doing. And you think that you're going to continue to do this? Think again. That's why I said your power is over. You will no longer run this country and think that you're going to be able to stay in the position of power that you're in and abuse your power so that you can make dirty money with corrupt officials who have all been on board with this corruption, with this fraud, with this child trafficking, with child exploitation. You are no longer going to get away with what you've been doing. Your disgusting, filthy crimes against the American people. Your days are numbered and you're finished. Believe that, because they're riding you big time, big law. Okay, so they left a money trail. So now, because they're in a state of desperation and they know that they have all been exposed for the fraud that they've all been committing together, now they're moving money to overseas accounts. But there's a money trail. So that opened up an investigation to all of their assets, because now Big Law knows that the assets, the businesses, their cars, their homes, and everything that they have, they obtained dirty money to have all of the things that they have. This is how they were feeding their families, clothing their families, taking care of their families through fraud money. This is theft. This is theft that they thought that they were going to be able to get away with, because they were all networking together, thinking that a higher agency wasn't going to be able to discover everything illegal what they have been doing behind the American people's back. And that's why they're panicking, sending fraud money to overseas accounts. But that money can be traced. That money can be traced, and their assets, their businesses, all of their accounts, all of that is going to be frozen and seized. Their over overseas accounts will be frozen. Of course, the United States works with different countries. They'll put a freeze onto that account. So when you get a letter saying that that account has been frozen, oh, you know, you know what has happened to you. See, they don't like I mean, this is crazy. These fraudulent contracts that they write up together with these lawyers, they take control of your life. But they do it in a way where they do it behind your back. They do it behind your back. Y'all a bunch of idiots. Y'all a bunch of idiots. And y'all thought that y'all were going to get away with this. But you haven't. Because the insane people here is really you. You're the one who is insane. You're the one with the mental health problems. You're the one to do something like this against the American people just so that you can make money illegally, and think because you're hiding behind law and government that you were going to get away with it, covering your tracks, that this was never going to be exposed or seen by the public. But now the world knows exactly who you are. And now you want to cover your tracks. But it ain't going to work. Because, see, you didn't realize that when you target me, you targeted a very highly intelligent woman who thinks very, very well. I have street smarts, I have book smarts. Oh, I'm highly intelligent. And you never thought that the tables were going to turn and I was going to expose all of y'all. Too bad. You're going down. You know that you're going down, that there's going to be massive raids and mass arrests because Big Law is coming after all of y'all. You did not get away with anything. If anything, you yourself was the evidence to prove everything that you did illegally behind my back in court against me and my family. Now, you will have to deal with the consequences to your behavior, your sick, twisted, demonic behavior, because this is demonic to target innocent families and the American people. It's demonic. And this is the way they have been cashing out on their money. They've been doing this for a very long time, but those days are over now. The FBI even knows that judges who have done this behind people's backs, uh, corrupt lawyers, district attorneys, doctors, coaches, are all a part of this. EMS, these are all people that are a part of committing this fraud against innocent families. They even know, the FBI, the feds even know that they even are the ones that choose who are the people who you're going to be with. That's ridiculous. How are you going to be the one to decide who are going to be the individuals who are going to be a part of their lives? I would never want to have anybody from my past come back into my life, not my ex-boyfriend, no ex-friend, no nobody, because these were all people who participated with this fraud. I would never take anybody back. That's crazy. But they know that see that what they do is that because they know that they isolate you and they target you, they work with the same individuals who help them to do this against you, because of course there are a bunch of crooks. They're crooks who want easy money. They don't know how to make money on their own, so they have to do it through theft. This is lazy people who don't want to create their own money and believe they have a right to steal. These are the Masons and the Eastern Stars. These are the corrupt individuals who earn their money through stealing from others and targeting innocent families. So they believe that they have a right to choose the people who come into your life. No, you don't have no right to choose anything for me. I am in control of my own life. I make my own decisions. So you cannot play me out, but you played your own self out because, see, I collapsed the game. I ended the game. I exposed your game. And you know that your game is all over. It's finished because you have people in your community who are now packing up and moving and getting out of Dodge because they know that they were all participants to your illegal criminal activity in court. So now you lost a lot of your players, but they are right because they know that if they don't separate themselves from you, they're going down. And because all of y'all are under a federal investigation, you know that the time is here now, that all of y'all are going to go down. So you're upset because I collapsed your goddamn game. I ended your goddamn game. And of course, I have every right to do so because this is corruption, this is fraud, this is theft, this is child trafficking, this is child exploitation, this is everything that all of y'all have had your hands all involved in criminal activity, drug trafficking with the Sinaloa cartels, gang members. This is all criminal activity with foreigners. You have destroyed the American people by poisoning all of us through your illegal criminal activity. You've poisoned the American people. And that's why I said you have lost your power. Oh, all of the right players are being set in every location to bring your empire down. Open your eyes, can't you see? Oh, I know. It's all over for all of y'all. You're just going to have to handle that. And I'm going to end my video. And I want to thank all of the courageous, brave souls who is dismantling organized crime. Organized crime. The people who have taken advantage of the American people through illegal criminal activity. See, your drug cartels, they're all being hunted down one by one until they're finished, eliminated, and over. They will no longer be able to poison the American people with all of the drugs that they traffic into the country, polluting our cities, our neighborhoods, our towns, and our communities. The drug cartels, as I said, is going to be a thing of tomorrow. And the fraud and thinking that you're going to be able to target families through technology in homes through surveillance cameras and audios, spying and watching people and working with corrupt lawyers who write fraudulent contracts so that you can steal together. See, all of that is finished. All of it is over. You're all through. And your power is being snatched right from you. You will no longer run the United States of America. Masons and Eastern Stars, the cartels, the Sinaloa cartels, street gangsters, and all of these foreigners that think that they can crap on our country and think that they can get away with what they do, think again. Your game is over. You will no longer steal, poison, hurt, or harm the American people anymore because your whole entire criminal organization has been exposed. No more. It's finished. Finito. Over. Those are the very bright days that all of us Americans have to look forward to once your evil empire has collapsed to the ground completely and we're all working together to bring your evil empire down to the ground. And we will, and we're successful because we're doing it now. So I want to thank all of the upright government officials, FBI, DEA, CIA, ICE, Homeland Security, Department of Justice, law enforcement, authority figures, government spies, undercovers, double agents, community members that have jumped ship, and our military. Everybody who's been working together to bring this criminal, evil empire down to its knees, organized crime. I want to thank all of y'all for your hard work, for your courage, your bravery, and everything that you've done to expose all of them. So now I'm going to say a little prayer. Blessed Heavenly Father, Aravat, the great I am, Jeshua, Mother Mary, Archangel Michael, Mars Sector 6, Master Aetherius, Galactic Federation of Light, Commander Ashtar, Commander Valiant Thor, thank you for all that you've done to work with all of us to protect our beautiful country, our beautiful nation. Thank you for the teamwork, for all of us coming together to expose all of the Masons, Eastern Stars, and the enemy of the United States of America, and to expose organized crime and to protect us from the monsters who have taken advantage of the United States of America. Thank you for everything that you do. So be it, and so it is. Take care, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Bye. Oh, before I go, God bless your families, your homes, your communities, and God bless our beautiful country, the United States of America, and God bless our president, Mr. Trump, and his beautiful family. Take care. Bye.